Oregon Trio Association. Hello, once again, this is Matt Bezick, the Executive Director, and today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial of our new website and kind of what exists on there, how to navigate it, where to find stuff. I am doing screen recording. I'm going to be looking here most time. I still have this up, so you're going to see a lot of side-eye going on, but I'm excited for you to join me and for me to show you all the wonderful stuff that exists on here. I'm doing this because I hear a lot of feedback about, oh, I only wish the website had fill in the blank. And I'm here to tell you that for the most part, I hope that we have all those things. It's just a matter of where do I find them. So we're going to start here on the home page. Some of the stuff that is very helpful right away is our link tree. If you are unfamiliar with Linktree, this is going to provide you with access to all of our social media platforms, as well as various scholarships and just kind of anything that we want to give access to. It's a central place to find all kinds of links, particularly for those things that are off of our actual website itself. As you scroll down at the very bottom, I want to just show you that there are 3 forms on here that can be useful. If you are looking to join our OTA listserv, there's a link on here to get to a form that allow you to do that, as well as an admin listserv. We got a request from the admin throughout the state that they would love to have their own listserv where they can just have conversations and ask questions. Both those forms are here. Additionally, there's also an OTA shared drive folder that exists. If you are unfamiliar with the shared drive, it is basically a space where OTA folks all exist together and we can share information, whether that be just resources, presentations, policies and procedure manuals, kind of anything that exists. There's a central place to do that. The downside is you need to have a Google-based email in order to get access, so that is what this is designed for. If your work one is Google, no problem, you can include that. If your work is Microsoft, it won't necessarily work to give you drive access, which is why we ask for a Google-based email to get access to that. Once you have access, we highly encourage you to upload your own material so it can become a great shared space for lots of people to use. As we go up into the About section, there's information about our history. I think a lot of the stuff that would be relevant to those of you in the state, the leadership, if you want to get in communications with anybody on the board, all of our contact information is listed there. In addition, in the About section, there's this Oregon Trio program section and locations. If you at all are curious about all of the Trio programs throughout the state, this is where you're going to find all the institution and links to every single website in our entire state. So this is a great way, particularly if you have a student who is going off to college or is possibly transferring, to see what other programs are out there in Oregon. Additionally, there's a link to this map of all federal Trio programs. So this is a giant list, particularly for those students who are going to be going out of state, that you can filter down for every single type of Trio program, and just shows you every single one in the whole state. And you'll notice as I zoom in on Oregon, I'm going to pick on Lane Community College. There's a lot of detailed information about not just who the program director is, but the kind of programs that exist, how many students that they serve, all that kind of information. So this is a really cool tool to just see what is out there and even show your students, just to give them a perspective about how big the Trio program is at a national scale. The last thing I wanted to highlight here is we have a newsletter page. So every quarter we create newsletters that we send out for each district as well as the statewide. These newsletters can all be used for giving out to stakeholders, whether that's at your institution, at your high schools. Hopefully you're doing some version of this yourself, but we like to try to create some version that we can send out to folks that usually highlights a Trio story, talks about Trio, gives some data, and then highlights some new event or happening that is taking place within the state or that particular region. So all those newsletters can be found there. As far as membership, there's a lot of benefits that come with being a paid OTA member. We start that by listing just all of them right up here within project benefits under that. We also have some areas on here for Canva registration, unallowable cost request, that allow you to fill out these information, right? Part of the project benefits are access to a Canva Pro, login for every Trio grant that you have. You can sign up for that here to get added. Additionally, if you would like to use your $500 in unallowable cost request, you can do that on this page and submit this, and then I'll be in contact with you with completing that transaction so you can utilize those funds. Additionally, we also have videos on here as well. So when I do the monthly updates, all those can be found in the updates section if you can't find that email and want to catch up. We also have some tutorials, so that's obviously where you're watching this, but there's also information about Canva on there. And finally, we have a section on onboarding. So if you would like to get any information relating to OTA, NAIOP, or COE, I just have some short videos providing onboarding, particularly for new people who just kind of want to learn what these organizations are in the larger TRIO environment and how they serve us in those various roles at the different levels. Next, we have our scholarship page. So here you'll find our annual Dirk's TRIO Achiever Award. Once this application is live, usually in like the springtime, this is where your students are going to go to apply to that. All of our last mile award applications can be found on here as well for every single term that we're doing that. And currently there is also the summer abroad scholarship that is available for any high school students looking to go abroad. But this tab is where you're always going to find anything related to scholarships of that information. Support OTA, this is if you want to contribute to our student scholarship fund. That's where all the funds for the Dirk's TRIO Achiever Award come from. It is funding that we all support through our auctions, through private donations. You can either make one-time donations through PayPal, or you can set up your Amazon Smile or Friend Mile Rewards account to have proceeds go to Oregon TRIO Association. This is a great way to passively kind of support our programs and contribute to student scholarships. In the student section, we tried to create spaces here where your students, whether in high school or college, can come, and there's just a central hub for lots of resources. This is mostly just links to information, whether it relate to transfer support, a list of all the colleges. We have videos here with some testimonials. This is a great place where I would love to add more information. So if you ever have videos from your own students that you work with, this would be a great place to plug those, just to kind of advertise the great work that we're doing here in Oregon to folks that are looking. The Student Advisory Board, this is also a current thing that we are working on. There's been lots of information about this. So right now the application's open for Student Advisory Board, but this may not always be the case. But every year when we go to fill this cohort of students, you're going to find information on here as well as an application. And then finally, we have our OTA Fellowship. So currently the fellowship is open, but again, there's information about here, past winners, and this is going to be where you're going to find links to that application form should you have an alumni or you yourself are looking to apply. Finally, we have our events section. So whether it's our professional development conference, a student leadership conference, any other student events, you're going to find information on those events here, as well as links to register. We also have information about the National Policy Seminar done by COE, First Gen College Day, and TRIO Day. So a good, useful hub of just information for yourself as you look to plan things within your own institution and program. We have a calendar. You're just going to find a calendar on here that has links to information about notable dates or any kind of statewide meetings, as well as Zoom links in there. And finally, just a contact page if you're looking to get a hold of me and don't have my direct contact information. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you're able to navigate the site a little better. If you have any suggestions for things that you would like to see put onto the website, please let me know. We're always looking to tweak this thing, update this, and make it a great resource for you and your students in the work that you're doing. So thank you for your time today, and hope you have a great one.